Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo el profesor del ukulele. Hello, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here to teach you how to play I Will by the Beatles. But before I do that, I'm going to teach you the quick and easy version that Billie Eilish played on Carpool Karaoke. She played it completely wrong with just the chords of C, F and G, and it still sounded amazing. So I'm going to teach you how to play it that way first. Then after that, I'm going to teach you how to play it the Beatles way, which has about 400 chords in it. So here's the easy version, C, F and G. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. That's how Billie Eilish played it, and it's easy, and I'm not going to break it down for you any more than that. What I'm going to do now is play you through the Beatles version, which is, I guess you could say, the proper version, from the White Album, hence me being in the White Room right now. If you'd like a song sheet to help you learn this one and put it together properly, then sign up today to patreon.com/uteacher, where you get a PDF song sheet with every single lesson that I post, plus loads more exclusive perks, goodies and rewards as well. Hey, by the way, if you have any requests for lessons that you'd like to learn, let me know right now in the comments. Don't wait another second, let me know right now. 1, 2, 3. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I find you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. Ah, you know I will. I will. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now this is a Beatles song, and it's deceptively simple and deceptively complicated. So I'm going to break it down for you line by line and section by section. But before I do so, please say a big thank you to my friends at Ortega Guitars for providing me with this beautiful ukulele to play and for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys. If you want to check out more about the uke, then have a look at the link in the video description below. And if you like my Ukulele is Love t-shirt, be sure to check out ukuleletees.com, where we have a wide selection of very exciting ukulele themed t-shirts, including a very cool Beatles one, which I forgot to wear for this lesson. Now, as I said, being a Beatles song, it is both deceptively simple and a little bit harder than it looks. The good news is the strumming pattern is nice and simple. It's a very, very steady, regimented, almost like clockwork, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, on each chord, like this. Down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that really doesn't change hardly at all the way through the song, except the little George Harrison bits at the end of the verse. But I'll show you that when we get to them. So, these are the chords that you'll need for the song. If you already know them, then skip ahead now. To play the chord of F, put your first finger on the first fret of the second string, your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string. And the chord of F should sound like this. To play the chord of D minor, just add your third finger to the second fret of the third string, and the chord of D minor should sound like this. To play the chord of G minor 7, bar the first and second string on the first fret with your first finger. That means you push down on both strings at the same time. Then add your second finger to the second fret of the third string, and the chord of G minor 7 should sound like this. To play the chord of C7, just leave your first finger on the first fret of the first string only, and the chord of C7 should sound like this. To play the chord of A minor, go back to that F or D minor shape, but this time just leave your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string, and the chord of A minor will sound like this. To play the chord of F7, go back to that F shape, but add your third finger to the third fret of the third string, and the chord of F7 will sound like this. To play the chord of B flat, go back to that G minor 7 shape and add your third finger to the third fret of the fourth string, and the chord of B flat will sound like this. And to play the chord of G minor, put your first finger on the first fret of the first string, your second finger on the second fret of the third string, and your third finger on the third fret of the second string, and the chord of G minor should sound like this. To play the chord of B flat minor, bar the first, second and third strings on the first fret of the ukulele with your first finger, and add your third finger to the third fret of the fourth string, and the chord of B flat minor should sound like this. And to play the chord of D flat 7, bar the whole of the first fret with your first finger, and add your second finger to the second fret of the first string, and the chord of D flat 7 should sound like this. So, like I said, the chords are not necessarily the easiest chords to play, but the strumming pattern is nice and simple. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Once on each chord, like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. It really is just like a pair of windscreen wipers going up and down the whole way through. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So let's start off by learning verse 1, and it's made up of 4 lines of 4 chords, and I'm putting that on the screen now for you guys to write down. So for example, line 1, the chords are F to D minor to G minor 7 to C7. We just play that down, up once on each of those chords, like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. Then line 2, the chords are F to D minor to A minor to F7, like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. Then line 3, the chords are B flat to C7 to D minor to F, like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. And then line 4, the chords are B flat to C7 to F to D minor, like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. And then at the end of verse 1, there's just a tiny little sort of George Harrison riff played over the chords of G minor 7 to C7, like this. So I'm just sort of playing down, 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 up on those chords. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And then I go into verse 2, which has almost exactly the same chords as verse 1, except the final chord is an F7. So let's go ahead and play through verse 1 and then verse 2, all together nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. And that takes us into our chorus, and the chords change up, but the strumming pattern carries on with that windshield wiper down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Line 1 of the chorus is just B flat to A minor to D minor, and here we play down, up, once on the B flat and the A minor, and twice on the D minor, like this. 1, 1, 1, 2. Then line 2, the chords are G minor to C7 to F7, and here we play the down, up, once on each of those chords, like this. 1, 1, 1, 1. Then line 3 is exactly the same as line 1. 1, 1, 1, 2. And then line 4, the chords are G7 to C7. And here I play the down, up twice on G7, and then once on C7, and then one downstroke on C7, and take a little bit of a rest. Like this. 1, 2, 1, down. So let's put that all together and play through our chorus. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And then that takes us into our third and final verse. The first 2 lines of verse 3 are the same as the first 2 lines of verses 1 and 2. And when at last I find you, your song will fill the air. Sing it. But the third and fourth lines are where things change up. The chords are B flat to C7, and then D minor, B flat minor, F. Now on B flat to C7, we just play the regular down, up pattern once each time, like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But on D minor to B flat minor to F, we just play one quick downstroke, like this. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 1, 1. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 1, 1. That's the part of the song that goes, sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the... Then the next 3 lines look like this. B flat to C7 to D minor to F, just play the down, up once on each of those chords. Then B flat to C7 to D flat 7, play it once on the B flat C7 and twice on D flat 7. Then F to F7, play it twice on each of those chords. And then the ending is as written out below, and you just play it once on each of the chords in the ending. So let me put that through together, and the final verse should sound something like this. And when at last I find you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the thing you do endear you to me. I know I will. I will. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So let's go ahead and play through the entire song from start to finish. Verse 1, verse 2, the chorus, and then verse 3 and the ending. Once again, if you'd like a song sheet to help you follow along and put the whole thing together, then sign up today to patreon.com/uteacher, where you get a PDF song sheet with every single lesson, including this one, plus loads of other cool perks and exclusive goodies and rewards as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name. And that's how to play I Will by the Beatles, and earlier on the Billie Eilish version as well. I've been the ukulele teacher. If you have any requests for future lessons, then let me know right now in the comments below. Otherwise, until next time, I love you all and I wish you the best. Seriously, stay safe out there.